Hi everybody, this is Amanda Ellis of amandaellis.co.uk and Facebook page Angelic Celestial Colours. Welcome to all of you that already know my work, and to those that have not seen my videos before. I'm a teacher and a guide for Archangel Metatron, and I also am a colour therapist, so I incorporate colour, Metatron's energy, sound and sacred geometry in particular into my work. I also rather love crystals as well. So these videos are intended to be like an energy update for the month ahead. I didn't get round to doing Marches. March was a very busy month for me, but it was all good. Managed to take Metatron's energy over to Belfast in Northern Ireland, where we had a really good meeting of like-minded souls who are really going to take this work forward over there. And I'm looking forward to going back in a few months to maybe teach another level 1, which is what we did, and also a level 2, which will be coming up later on in the year. So there's lots going on in Northern Ireland. And also there have been new sprays being birthed and being created this month, because I do a range of Archangel Metatron energy sprays as well, which is intended to get his energy out there. So what I'd like to do now for this coming month of April is firstly just draw some cards. I've got an oracle deck here in my hands. I'm actually using these today, which is the Stephen Farmer deck of cards called Earth Magic. And I rather like to change the cards that I use from time to time. And I just felt drawn to use these today because I am already getting the message from Metatron before we've even started this, which is that April is going to collectively be a challenging month for the world. And so therefore we really have to keep our roots down into Mother Earth and be very sure that we're grounded at all times so that we can cope with the changes that are going to be coming up collectively for all of us. So there's going to be some advice and some guidance from Metatron here in terms of how you can get yourself through the coming month with joy and love and hope for the future as well. So let's firstly just pull which cards Metatron wants us to pull today, and I'm just going to choose 3. So got that one, and that one. I've actually chosen 4. There's 2 come out together, which is interesting. Okay, the first thing that's interesting is there was a card in the pack that shouldn't have been there, and I've actually pulled it. It relates to the orange energy, which I knew we were going to be talking about today, and it's the sacral chakra. For those of you that don't know much about chakras, it's located in our sort of reproductive area of the body, so below the belly button, but before you get to the base of the spine. And the sacral chakra is often where we store all our shocks, and it does feel as though there maybe are a few shocks coming up this month for the world, and so I feel that's why this one is here. The card is also talking about the fact that we all, as what I want to call beings of light, all of us who are in this circle of Metatron's energy and angelic light, are sensitive people by nature, and therefore we really need to be filtering out anything that is negative to our being this coming month in particular. So I feel I want to say sort of ramp up the filtering, the protection that you put in place, because there's a lot going to be going on collectively that can affect us at an individual level if we're not careful. The second card we've got is the, again, we're confirming this theme of the need to be earthed and the need to respect the planet on which we live this April time. And it's the card which is Gaia, it's nurturing. It's also the fact that we need to nurture ourselves as well this month to help us deal with the changes that are afoot. We have the card which is about crystals, and we also have the card of stillness. So it feels as though there are gifts that are going to be coming up from nature that are going to help us this month to ride the waves of change, because really that's what's happening. It's change and transition on a big scale this month. We obviously have crystals, which are part of Mother Earth's bounty to help us, and we have the element of water here in the lake card as well. And the reminder that, you know, whatever is going on around us, that we can have this place of peace and tranquility and stillness, and we find it within ourselves. So whatever is going on in the wider world, we have a choice in terms of whether we step into that drama and get involved in it, or whether we step back inward and actually feel for Metatron's guidance and love, which will be there for every single one of us this April time. So that's talking about what's happening collectively, but also individually. It feels as though there's a message about stepping out of drama this month for all of us as well. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is to just go into some channeling in terms of whatever Metatron wants to talk about this month. It may be a continuation of some of what we've just talked about, or it may be something different that he wants to pull in. So I'm going to use the gold today, as well as the orange a little bit later, but I'm going to spray this gold dust energy spray, which links to Stellar Gateway. Looks like that. You can see these bottles on my website, obviously. The camera doesn't really pick it up very well, but it's a beautiful scent, this one. So I'm just going to tune in and see what it is that he has to say to us this April time. Be very clear of the choices that you make this month. Be very discerning in terms of who you mix with and who you allow into your life and into your energy field. This is not a month to relax and let your guard down. This is a month to keep your wits about you, keep what we call filtering in place, and this is our new word for protection. Keep vigilant, keep mindful, keep peaceful, keep your boundaries intact. This is a month where collectively the world is going to experience changes and events, some of which have already started, which many may find unsettling. Please look beyond the illusion of this. Please look and see that there is no such thing as dark energy in isolation. What you perceive as dark or heavy is only allowed because it serves the light. You would not even notice or acknowledge the light if you did not have contrast in your world. And so please keep this front of mind at all times. You have not been abandoned. You have not been left globally to your own devices. There are many beings amongst you that are here to help in the days ahead. For the days ahead in April may well be challenging for many of you who have not yet woken up. And by that, I am really talking to people who are not watching this. For if you are watching this, you have, to a degree, woken up and started to see the world around you in a different light and are firmly on your spiritual path. Many of you may feel lost and confused. Many of you may feel unsettled by events in your personal life. But rest assured, you are all in a better place than the man on the street who is asleep, who has never questioned, never wondered, about so much of the meaning of life and why we are here. This month, even though it may be challenging, is about revelation. Revelation and illumination. Your world will be changed. Your view of the world and people within it will change. But this is all part of the plan. This is all part of the mass awakening. Your task this April is to hold steady the light within you, which each of you carry. This is a month to take your service work seriously. Each of you watching this are here for a purpose. Each of you here hold my light, and I ask you to shine it as brightly as you can in the darkness. There are many who may stumble and be confused and frightened. You need not be one of those. You have the wisdom and the illumination already within you to understand the higher meaning of things when they happen, both collectively in the world and in your own personal life. The problem is that many who have not woken up yet, and this April for many will be a time of awakening, are stumbling around still in the drama of their own lives, but also the drama that is played out collectively on the global stage. They do not question, they do not seek answers or higher truths. This April, this springtime that comes, is about bringing forth truth and knowledge and new light into your planet. But to do this very much like a spring bulb has to do, it has to break through the confines of solid, dark earth before its colourful shoots can make their presence felt. Do not fear anything that happens this month. We ask you to trust the process. We ask you to hold the light. I ask each of you now, as you listen to my words, to hold out your hands, and I am going to put my orange light into each of your palms, and this is the light that you need this month to thrive, to grow, to maintain joy despite anything that is going on around you. But it is a light that is yours. And I'm going to now spray orange. Please feel the orange light coming down around you, into your palms, and feel the fire energy that is there. Please now put your palms onto your solar plexus, the center of your being, your digestive, your stomach, your digestive area, and feel my orange light entering the center of your being, also spreading down through lower chakras as well. This orange light is a flame that I light within each of you now to see you through this month ahead. I ask you to preserve and protect this light and to feed it daily. By feeding it daily, I talk of the need to remember that what you ingest, whether physically, emotionally, spiritually, can affect the light that you carry. Be very aware of what you read and what you watch. And I say again, be careful of those you mixed with and those opinions that you do not question. April is a month for questioning, for seeking truth, for finding joy and helping others to feel that too, despite challenges that may come our way. You say, how can I detach from drama in my own life? It is simple. It is a simple choice. Do you feed it or do you step out of it? There are times in life where you may experience great suffering, loss of somebody that you loved, pain or violence or disease inflicted on you. These are times of compassion, and we send you huge love from the higher realms to see you through these times. Whatever pains you, please know that this will pass. And please accept our love and our support that is there for you now. But I also say there are many amongst you who hang on to old traumas, old pains, old grievances, and play out the drama in your lives. Some of you consciously, many of you unconsciously. April is a time to start examining your beliefs, your values, and how you react to others is often the best measure of what it is that you need to work on at this time. Those that challenge you, those that push your buttons, are trying to teach you something. Look within yourself at what you find so challenging about another's behaviour and see that part of you that also needs to heal. There is the potential for much anger and much fire energy this April around the planet. You are asked to use your frustration and anger well, not destructively, but to channel what is a normal human emotion into something more positive, to channel anger and frustration into something that is worthwhile, whether it be through physical exercise, whether it be through creative outlet. However it be, find a way. Just going to allow Metatron just to step back a little bit so I can talk to you as myself. That felt quite a serious message that he was bringing through there. It is, I suppose, in many ways. And yet, I felt guided before I started this video to show you two statues that I've got in my house. Little statues that are of angels, because to me it expresses that when we go through maybe difficult times, whether it's personal or collective, that we are completely held by the angels and we are always supported. This is the first one. It's made by a company called New World Creations. They're based in the UK. I think this one is called the Guardian Angel. I don't know whether they make Metatron yet. I'll have to ask them. But I hope you can see on the video that what we have basically is a person. So this is me or this is you. And we are just completely held by this higher presence, this higher angelic energy that supports us. And I think it's very important that, you know, when we go through challenging times, that we remember this, that is really what is around us. We are safe, we are protected. I also like this one, which I've got here as well. This is my little angel from Norway, and it's glass. And I love the fact that its heart is obviously very visible, but it's got its arms wrapped around the heart, and it feels as though that's what Metatron is doing for us at the moment. He's wrapping his wings around those who he knows are with him, is the easiest way to put it, really. Those who are working for him, those who are trying to heal their stuff, those who are linked into his energy. The most important thing this April is to spend some time connecting to him so that he can give you personal guidance in terms of whatever it is that is going on in your life that you need help with. I feel guided to pull another card, and I'm going to take it from another pack. I'm going to take it from one of Doreen Virtue's packs, just on the floor, so I'll just pick them up. I can't remember what the pack's called, but that's what it looks like. So those of you that have got lots of angel cards probably recognise the pack. Let me just pull one more, because I feel like I'd like another energy coming in here. So this is for April 2014. And we have Archangel Metatron, clairsentience. I'm clairsentient, and by that means somebody who is able to pick up spirit by what they feel, you know. So I know when Metatron is around me, I know when the angels are around me, I feel it, it's a physical sensation. We all have the ability to do that. And the message of the card is really backing up what I've just said to you about looking for guidance. It says, notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So often, you know, we ask for help and we think it's going to arrive almost by a letter in the post with golden writing on it. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. And really often, that, you know, we've asked and our prayers are being received. You know, we are having them answered. It's just that we choose to actually ignore them or think that can't be Metatron talking to me. Please trust the fact that he does want to talk to you, he does want to communicate to you, and he does want to help you this April time. And the most important thing is getting a time set aside to actually sit and communicate to him, because it is a relationship of two equals where you sit and you chat. And one other card I've got here is I've got Victory, Archangel Sandalphon. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So in a way, that's beautiful, because that's just confirmed what I was just saying, which is exactly what it's exactly what I just said, which is basically they do hear, they do answer, but half of the time we're not tuned in to actually be able to hear anything, and we assume it's just ourselves. You know, it's our own voice in our head. When an idea drops in from nowhere or synchronicities happen, it means something. So look for that. I'd like to end by just going with which one am I going to use? I'm going to use the purple, because I felt drawn to use the plum spray. And I just want to see if there's a final message coming through for us today. Okay. The world is still a beautiful place, despite its faults, despite its heaviness. Please look for that beauty this month as well. Try not to get dragged down by other people's dramas, by the world's dramas. Look for the beauty, and it's in very simple things that you will find it. It's in a child's smile. It's in the colours of nature. It's in beautiful food that you may eat. It's in the sound of water running. Beauty is everywhere. So often you choose to not notice it because your senses have become dulled. And I ask you this April time, as spring starts to flourish in the Northern Hemisphere, to awaken the senses that each of you have. Awaken the ear chakras, awaken the eyes and the third eye, awaken your sense of taste, awaken your sense of communication with the throat, awaken your sense of touch. Become aware of what it is to feel alive and be alive, and celebrate that. Life is to be celebrated at all times, even the most challenging. And please be assured that I'm with you every step of the way. That feels like a rather nice point to leave you on. Over the coming couple of weeks, I'm going to be making two new sprays actually for Archangel Metatron. One is an emerald green spray, which came out of visiting Northern Ireland just last week. And also I'm going to be making a spray which is, I haven't quite worked out the colour of it yet. Well, I know the colour is more or less black, but it's one that helps us deal with our shadow side of ourselves. And those of you that have been watching my videos for a while know that we did do a series of work on the shadow, and there's a spray going to be coming out to help with that as well. So those of you that are interested in what happens over the next month before we speak again, please like my Facebook page, Angelic Celestial Colours, because I put updates on there most days, and I will be able to keep you posted on the developments with that. So I wish you a good April. Keep strong, keep positive, and keep light is what Metatron is saying. Keep it light, keep it joyful. Much love. Speak to you next month. Bye for now.